welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to throw some of the axes that I've done reviews on like I've done before. I brought my dad over and had him throw axes that I've done reviews on because I wanted a second opinion. This one's no different. We're going to do another video of the axes that I reviewed, and we've got quite a few. And I've thrown you a wild card at the end.
I like wild cards.
He's going to love it.
Yeah, I bet I will.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Wes, the Suburban Viking. Of course, we got Dave here with us.
Don't really have a choice, do I?
All the way back there in the back. That's where he likes it.
Whatever.
And I got my dad here with us. And we're going to do some throwing of axes and hatchets and all that I've already done reviews on. We're going to do I should have called it Pop's review.
Pop's review?
Yeah, we'll call it Pop's review. How does that sound?
Yeah, okay. We can call it whatever you like to call it.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set him up. We're going to have him throw single rotations of some of the axes that I've done reviews on in the past, like month or two. I've already done a video like this, and it did pretty well. Some of you really enjoyed it, so I'm going to make another one. So we'll start him out with the Wrangler Tools Titanium Tomahawk.
Ooh.
This one's sporting the 11.5-inch handle. I'm going to have you throw this one first, and then I'm going to change it out to the 18-inch handle.
Okay.
But before you throw it, take a look at how big this thing is. The head, pretty decent size, 4-inch bit. Feel how light that thing is.
That thing light.
Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
What does it weigh, about half a pound?
That one right there weighs, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. My memory's pretty good with axes. I believe it's 15.6 ounces.
Wow.
Just shy of a pound.
Wow.
Just shy of a pound. Well, not just shy, but, you know, you guys get it.
Yeah.
15.6 ounces.
All right.
Now, I'm not going to tell you what I think. I just want you to throw it, and then I'm going to switch out handles, because it does come with an 18-inch handle.
All right.
Now, I will tell you before you start throwing it, it does have a curved handle at the bottom.
Okay.
So it's not like all the other ones that you threw last time that all had straight handles. This one's got a little bit of a curved handle. It's similar to the Hults Bruk Hunter's axe.
Got it.
So just FYI, you're going to have to get a little bit closer to the target than you normally do because we only have an 11.5-inch handle. You're going to want to step a little bit further up, maybe even a half a step forward right there. I think the reason why he's hitting so high is because it's so light. There you go. It hits hard.
It gets all the way
Yeah,
from there.
it does. And that was one thing that I said about the Titanium Tomahawk, is that even though it's light, it still sinks pretty daggone deep. I mean, you're getting about an inch of penetration, but with it being so light, you would think that maybe you'd have to throw it a little bit harder to get it to hit hard and sink hard,
right.
or sink deep, but you really don't.
Yeah, that's what I think I was doing the first couple of throws.
So let's switch it out for the 18-inch handle.
Okay.
And have you throw it with that one.
All right.
Okay, so now we have the 18-inch handle on here, and my dad can contest. It took me a minute to get this off, didn't it?
Yeah. You had to beat it off.
I had to beat it off with another axe, the pole, and use it and tap it off. Guys, I'm telling you, the fitment on this thing is just really nice. Okay, so now we have the 18-inch handle. You're not going to want to stand that close. You're going to want to stand probably about where you're at now, maybe even a step back, about right here. And I want you to throw it with the 18-inch handle.
And this has got a curved.
It has a curved handle as well. And then,
for some reason, I want to do this.
I've done that before. There's nothing wrong with throwing it like that. In my experience, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with manipulating your pinky for curved handles when you're throwing these work handle axes. You can manipulate that pinky. That pinky on your hand will cause issues with a curved handle when you're throwing. And sometimes, and I've shown that before in previous videos, where I've kind of manipulated holding the knob, or I've even put the knob in the middle of my palm and wrap my pinky on the bottom. It just feels a lot better with that knob, and it works out really well. And I know I've said that, and people are probably like, what are you talking about? I'm telling you guys, it works.
I'm trying to show them, it's like,
it feels,
my pinky's
Yeah.
way down here. Well, it's not way down. It's right there.
Yeah.
The rest of it. So in other words, you got that right.
Yeah, and it feels better in the hand. It just does with that curved
Right.
handle. And that's one of the reasons why I can throw work axes so well with curved handles, is because I've thrown them for so long and so many times that I've kind of manipulated my fingers around that knob and that handle to be able to throw a curved handle. So, you know, that's just my experience and my opinion. Let's throw the 18-inch handle.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, don't fall out.
There you go. The 18-inch handle, guys, is coming in at 1 pound and 3 ounces, which is crazy because you went from an 11.5-inch handle to an 18-inch handle, but you're only talking about a little over 3 ounce difference, which is crazy to me if you really think about it. But
Yeah, it's like trying to throw a heavy one, but if you're not used to a light one, it's like you over-rotate.
it'll throw you off a little bit. It will,
Yeah.
because it's so light. Good throw. Your opinion on both the 11.5-inch handle and the 18-inch handle. I'm not going to tell you which one I prefer. I want you to give your opinion.
I like this one.
Okay. I like the 11.5-inch better.
Well, 11, it's not bad, but it's
You have to get
the rotation is a little difficult on that one.
Exactly. And that's what I always tell people, is that when you switch handles, not only do you get a different throwing experience, like I've said with the World Axe Throwing League axes, where if you cut the handle down from 17 to 15 3/4 or 16 inches, it gives you a different throwing experience. I said that in this video when I did the review on the Wrangler Tools Titanium Tomahawk. You get 2 different throwing experiences with the 11.5-inch handle and the 18-inch handle, even though it's the same axe head.
Right, but they're both, I'll tell you, both of them are really
They're
light.
very light. And like you said a minute ago, it still sinks pretty good. It hits pretty good.
Yeah.
And just even when you were taking it out of the target, it wasn't like it was so
falling
light
out.
that it was just falling out.
Right.
You know, when you hit it good and made a clean bit strike, you still had to give it some, some effort to take
Yeah.
out. So, but let me ask you a question,
Yes.
because I've had mixed reviews on this actual
This one?
review right here. That thing's coming in at $129. You get both handles and the axe head. What do you think about that? Think it's too expensive?
For my blood, I mean, I'm not the right person to ask.
From a throw-in standpoint, from a novice standpoint, because we got a lot of people.
Oh yeah, it's a little overpriced. Yeah.
There's a lot of people on this channel
You're
that
paying for this metal.
titanium. I will say though, the handles are really freaking nice.
Yeah.
What did you think about throwing the curved handle? Did it bother you?
It didn't bother me because, like
Good.
I say, I throw my pinky down here, and on the other heavy ones, I keep it there if it's
Yeah.
straight. If
Yeah.
it's straight, I have it just like that,
Right,
and not like that.
right, and that's what I agree with that. So, all right, cool. Let's move on to the next axe.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm letting him choose the axes that he wants to throw, and he chose the Honshu Corito axe head on the cold steel polypropylene handle. Now, if you don't remember, and if you guys haven't seen the previous video, he's thrown these handles before.
Yeah.
These were the handles that you really liked. It was on the Warhawk and the Trench Hawk that I butchered, sorry guys, and got the names wrong on the axes. So this one here, I modified. This is a Honshu Corito axe that comes on a different handle, and I had to modify this polypropylene handle to get it to fit. So
I think I remember you telling me how you did it.
Right. So, and as you can see here, the bit is junk. If you guys are interested, go back and watch my video called Plastic versus Aluminum Axe Handles. I feature this one in another axe where I talk about the bit and why it's got half circles in it.
Half moons.
Yeah, half moons. That's about what it is.
Need one right there now.
Yeah, well, maybe you can do it. Okay, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have them set up for single rotation. I want you to throw it, and then I want you to give me your opinion on it and let me know what you think about it.
Okay.
I would probably stand about right here, about right where you're at.
You know what I forgot to do?
What? Oh, you forgot your pop squat.
Yeah, my pop squat ritual.
What do you think, Dave?
I think you're both nuts.
I will say that he's as accurate and as consistent with this one as you were with the Warhawk and the Trench Hawk. I don't think you missed at all with that one, and you haven't missed with this one either. You were sticking every time with the Warhawk and the Trench Hawk.
Is that like similar to this one?
Yeah, it had the same handle.
Black handle. Yeah, I remember throwing that one, yeah.
It was the one that had the spike on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just a different axe head.
Okay. The thing I noticed is that when it stuck into the target, is that you see the handle quiver each time it hit.
Yeah, it's that polypropylene handle. It's
But still, I tell you, this thing's easy to throw.
It is. And that's what I said about the Warhawk and the Trench Hawk by Cold Steel, is that they came with, I think, 19-inch handles, and I think they're a little too long. I cut that one down to 15 and a half, or no, 15 inches. And I think around 15 to 16 inches with the polypropylene handles, I think it's great. It's very versatile. It's very light, but it also, like, as you guys know, my dad doesn't throw as hard as I do, and he had no issues at all sticking that thing. Now, I will attribute that to the Honshu Corito axe head, because if you take a look at it, very thin.
Yeah.
It's extremely thin, so you don't have to throw it very hard. So that's one cool thing about it, is that if you're a little older or you don't like throwing it hard, these thinner stainless steel axe heads are great for that. And like I always say, you can take these things and just kind of like I like do like whipping it, you know, just kind of coming around and whipping it like that. You can do it all day long with those things. I mean, right in the center of the round here.
I think that's easier said than done.
Well, that was the first time I've thrown today too. So those things are great. Those handles are great. Honshu Corito axe head, guys, like I said before, it's not the greatest. As you saw, it's got the bits all tore
it
up.
looks a little thin. It's not robust. But
It's not. It's not. And for some reason, I don't know what it is. I've thrown the gosh, guys, I'm having trouble remembering. The Ned Foss. Ned Foss makes stainless steel throwing axes with thinner than that. And those things hold up pretty daggone well.
Okay.
So I was kind of hoping that one was going to do the same. It didn't.
Okay.
Like I said, I think that head's more of a novelty. But flying-wise,
easy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Really easy, guys. I mean, like I said, that was my first time I've thrown today. Really easy to put it in the target. Very light, won't hurt your arm, so on and so forth.
So on and so forth. Let's do the next one.
Do the next one. So he chose the Calculated Survival Norse throwing hatchet with the aluminum handle. First thing he said, the first thing he said when he picked it up was, "Man, this one's a lot heavier," but it's not. It's not. That one that you just had in your hand was coming in at 1 pound and 2.8 ounces. This one's coming in at 1 pound and 5 ounces.
All the weights in the handle.
You're only talking about a little over 2 ounce difference, or 0.2 ounce difference, right? Yeah. So it's really not much heavier. But you know what the crazy thing is? I'm glad you said that. As I said in my review, when I threw both of these, I said that the Calculated Survival Norse throwing hatchet felt heavier and more robust, because of the aluminum handle. And it was funny that you picked it up and we're like, oh, it feels a lot heavier.
Yeah, but it's all right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, ain't nothing there.
And as you
No way.
there was one thing that I forgot to do, guys, on this thing. If you take a look at it here, it's handle heavy. It's going to tip back towards the handle. So it is a handle heavy throwing hatchet. However, I want you to throw it and I want you to give me your opinion on it. And I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay.
Okay? All right, you throw
Let's
it.
do it. Ooh. That went in there.
You hit it exactly where
Right
I
there.
said you need to hit it.
Uh-huh.
And it's right there on the toe, sinking it, this part in like a spike. That's the
What are you
best
there for?
place you can throw it and stick it at. You want to throw it one more?
Wow.
Want to throw it one more?
Yeah. This one hits hard.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You what?
I love this one.
In my review of the Honshu Corito head with the polypropylene handle by Cold Steel, sizing it up to the Calculated Survival Norse throwing hatchet with the aluminum handle, I said I like this one better.
And I like the little
Grooves, the
grooves in
knurls they
there.
put in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and that was one thing I said in the video was that I really did enjoy the knurls that they put down there, the grooves they put into the handle to give it some grip. It's not too sharp. It is. It gives you enough grip, and it doesn't hang up on your hand.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah,
like
it's really good. It's a really good, and you guys know I'm not a huge fan of handle heavy throwing hatchets and axes. I'm just not. But this one here, it's just different. I don't know what it is. It is just different. I can throw it for distance. I can throw it up close, and I'm very accurate with it. Now, what did you think about the weight and how it sunk into the target compared to the Honshu Kurita?
Well, it felt heavy, but when I threw it, got it to stick, it went in there far.
And he hit it exactly where you should hit it.
I was putting it in there about that far, and it was kind of in there to get it.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at about, at that point in time, if you sink it like this into the target, I mean, you're looking at about 1.5 inches, about 1.5 inches of penetration. So you're sinking about here.
Yeah. And
about right in there, maybe even
further,
maybe even a little bit further if you threw it harder. But this thing's no joke. I mean, it's really good, and I did give them props on that. This is the one where the 3D printed core broke.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But I mean, didn't prevent you from throwing it. I mean, I didn't notice anything different. It's still throwing. No issues. So I'm gonna keep throwing it and see. But all right,
let's do another one.
Let's do the next one.
This is an Indian tomahawk.
Indian tomahawk.
That's what it looks like to me. Oh, it is a tomahawk.
It is a tomahawk. That is the cold steel trailhawk. Cold steel trailhawk.
Okay.
I got ready to tell him what I thought about it. I'm not gonna tell you. I just want you to throw it. Yeah. Just do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Now that one's a little bit shorter than the last one you threw, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, way up top.
We'll have to fix that head. I think I left that head loose. That's my fault.
Man, it went all the way to the tape.
Knob strike.
I feel like I ought to have an Indian war bonnet on.
Now, when you go to take that out, tell me what you think. When you go to pull that out.
That sucker goes in there.
It does go in there. That was one thing I said is that thing sinks really deep.
In there about that far.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah?
You know what'd be cool?
What?
Tie some feathers on this thing. Look like an Indian.
Yeah, that was one thing that I really enjoyed about it is that it flies really. You throw it one more time.
Okay.
Throw it one more time.
That far in.
Yeah. That was one thing that I said whenever I reviewed it was that when I was throwing it hard, you can see where I had wood rubbing up against. Yeah. It was sinking all the way to here when I was throwing it really hard.
That thing penetrates.
It does. And if you take a look at it, look how thin it is.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys see here when I did my review, I mean, it's thin all the way to here. So theoretically, if you did throw it hard, you don't have anything working against you until you get about like right in this area, which is where I was stopping when I was throwing it really hard. So as far as this thing goes, I did say that when I originally bought this that I was concerned with the bit being so small, but I really didn't have any issues sticking it.
No.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this is a more traditional type tomahawk.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know, a Native American type tomahawk.
Yeah. And guys, that thing's only coming in at like 30 some bucks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming in at like 30 some dollars. And like I said in my review, I feel like anybody can throw that. You don't need a lot of experience. Yeah, you can just set up single rotations, throw that thing, and it's going to sink for you. Even for someone who throws a little bit more moderately or slower, you were still sinking. I mean, you throw a little slower than I do, and
Yeah,
you're
it's
still
going.
sinking pretty daggone deep.
Yeah.
So that was one good thing that I liked about the Cold Steel Trailhawk there. I thought it was
$30.
yeah, around $30-some.
Wow.
So thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Enough said.
$30. Shoot, you can buy a couple of these.
Yeah. Different handle lengths.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay, so he chose the CRKT Nobo. The Nobo. Now, I will tell you, you're going to have to fight a little bit with that grip. I didn't fix that grip. As you guys know, when I did a review on this one, I got a grip sent to me. I wanted to use it. When I peeled it off, it left this grippy pattern. So if you throw it and you don't like it, I'm going to take it off and have you rethrow it. If you like it, then I'm just going to roll with what we got. I want to give it an honest opinion. So let me know what you think about it, and we'll throw it. And
Okay.
what do you think about it, like, as we sit here?
It felt kind of tacky on my hand, but
It did.
I think it's kind of like getting used to it or going away.
As Dave said in our review, what did you call it, Dave?
I believe I called it the sticky ass grip.
That's right. Sticky ass grip. Sticky ass grip. All right, let's do it. You might want to get a little closer. Oh. I don't know if you guys heard that thing, but that thing just smashed. It smashed. Hit hard. CRKT, you got to knock the handle down every time you throw it. You saw that handle pop right out.
All that, no cigar.
One more time. One more time.
One more time. A little better.
It's okay. Still stuck it. I mean, you hit it every time.
Yeah.
No misses at all.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that Nobo?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Not crazy about the handle.
Yeah, I've been meaning to take that off and I forgot.
But other than that, yeah, it's not bad. It's like every one you grab, you gotta
work with it.
work with it. And I think once you start, you throw it about 15, 25 times.
You get an idea of what you're working with. Yeah. And that's one thing that I said about the Nobo. I actually gave that one really high regards because it's so versatile. That was one that I could throw exactly the same at a triple and quadruple rotation as I could up close. It was very nimble.
This has got a more robust head on it.
It does, and that was one thing that I said is that it is a little bit heavier, but it still feels nimble. It's not too heavy. But if you wanted to throw it hard and smash it in the target, you could.
It hits hard. Yeah, it hits hard.
And that's one thing that I always say, guys, is that people see me throw really hard. And as you saw, my daddy's been throwing moderately the entire time. You did speed it up a little bit,
On that,
and you
yeah.
hit low. And not to try to toot my own horn, but throwing as hard as I do, you got to be accurate. And it's not always really easy. It's something that you got to practice because it can throw you off really easy because it's about releasing the axe right when you're throwing hard. When you throw hard, especially for distance is crucial. But when you're throwing hard, you got to release the axe at that perfect moment to get it to stick.
Yeah, when I try to throw it hard, mine always went low.
Yeah, you're holding on to it too fast.
Long,
yeah, or too long. I said fast. Too long, yeah.
All right, yeah, I like it.
So, all right,
Let's do another.
do another one.
Do another one. Ooh, this has got a big round one right across here.
Okay, so now we got...
Look at your mama.
Mom didn't approve of that.
I think I might cut my nose.
Dave, get some more beer.
I think you are both cut off at this point.
Oh, come on, you big sissy. Okay, so now we got the Cold Steel.
It goes with gold beer.
That's the Spetsnaz shovelhead.
Oh.
Russian Special Forces
Is it?
Spetsnaz.
Okay.
Shovelhead. Now, I will tell you this. I want you to throw it two different ways,
Okay.
and I want to get your opinion on it. Now, when I did the review on this, I said that I threw it better with the shovel face facing me when I'm holding
way?
it.
Like
Yes.
this?
But I want you to throw it like that once. Then I want you to flip it around and throw it that way flip it around and flip it around. Throw it 2 times,
Okay.
each different way, and then tell me what your experience is with both, and then we'll go from there. Now, I will tell you, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. It's not entirely hard, but going from that to this, you do have a curved bit. You know, it's curved in this way.
Right.
So it's going to be a little odd. It's really easy to rotate your wrist with this handle. So you're going to have to really pay attention to when you release it that you don't rotate your wrist.
Gotcha.
Because for some reason, it's really easy to rotate your wrist with a shovel.
Okay, it's the first time I threw a shovel.
So yeah, same for me when I did the reviews. The first time I've done one. So let's do it. You're working with a 17 3/4 inch handle, so you're going to have to stand a little bit further back.
Back here?
Probably about right there. Yeah.
Okay.
If he breaks the handle, it's not a big deal.
Wish me luck.
Wish him luck, Dave.
Look, I can already tell from Wes's words that he is a little skeptical about throwing that shovel. Just grip it and rip it.
He's already dreading throwing this. Look at that. First throw. And he stuck it exactly how I said you should stick it. I may have amped you up a little bit.
You did.
I may have amped you up and made you worry a little bit more than
Well,
I
I
should
threw
have.
it that way. Now I'm going to throw it this way.
Throw it like that.
Rejected.
All right, now turn it with the
Back this way?
with the shovel face facing you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
And that was one thing I said, guys, is that I noticed it up close, but I really noticed it for distance. The shovel face facing towards you was really the best way to throw it. I don't know what it is, but when you rotate it around, it just feels weird.
Yeah, when you throw it this way, it feels perfect. When you throw this way,
Yeah, it just feels a little odd.
it
It just feels weird. So
How much is this thing?
It varies depending on where you get it from. Anywhere between like in the mid $20 to high $20 to mid 30. So $25 to $35 depending on where you get it from.
Now you could chop some.
You could.
Stuff with this.
Totally could. You could totally chop stuff. People got reviews of using it as a shovel and digging and chopping and throwing.
Yeah.
It is
if you start digging, the edge is going to wear down fast.
It will. However, if you wanted a multi-purpose tool that could do a lot of different things,
Right.
it'd be a great option. It really
throw it
would.
one more time.
Throw one more time. You got to hit now because I can't edit the video after we said all that.
Well, let's talk about something else.
Oh!
A future shovel berserker in the making.
Man, he tore up with the shovel, guys. I'm telling you, that thing is awesome. It really is cool, though. It really
I can tear
is.
it up with a shovel.
The cold steel Spetsnaz shovel. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was really cool. Now, I will tell you.
I was like, there's no way I'm going to stick this thing.
Nah, it flies really well. Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Throwing those, throwing axes, actual axes that are designed for axe throwing,
Right.
and then throwing this shovel right here, did you notice the difference? I mean, did
No.
you notice?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If I threw it this way.
Yeah.
When I turn it this way.
Right, right.
It just feels weird for some reason.
Right there's
I don't
good. That's
know.
where it's at. That's where it's
Yeah.
at right there.
I mean, there's no difference in the handle.
Well, the reason why, when you look at it from that way and then turn it around and look at the other way. It does.
it's straighter this way, but when you turn it this way, it's like you want to see how it's angled off.
And it's really easy, especially for distance when you throw it like that. It wants to, depending on how you throw and your wrist movement, it can throw it off.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
It's pretty cool. It's a great flyer. I mean, I took that thing all the way back almost to my driveway in the
And
front
still-
yard. Penetration,
Oh, yeah, I was down. It was all the way up in here.
yeah, about an inch, a little over an inch.
Yeah.
And he wasn't throwing it that
I
hard,
wasn't
guys.
going hard. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, that thing it
worked out really well.
surprised me. It
Yeah.
really did. I didn't think I'd ever stick one.
Cool. All right. Next one. So now we have the World Axe Throwing League Bad Axe. You threw this one before, but remember it had electrical tape all the way down the handle.
Oh, okay.
I've rehafted this one on a new handle. You are the very first throw with this new handle. I've yet
Oh,
to
you
throw it.
haven't thrown it? Mm-mm.
So please don't break it. So, but here's the thing. I said that if I put a new handle on this, I thought it may change your mind. Now, you did say you liked it.
I liked it, yeah.
But this is the axe that you went from the polypropylene handles and you went straight to a World Axe Throwing League axe.
Right.
And you said it was heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Now we changed it up a little bit, guys. This time we went
from light
to heavy.
Heaviest.
We did it to where he kept going up and up and up as the weight went up and up and up. So now I want you to throw this thing with a new handle on it with no electrical tape and give me your opinion.
Okay.
We're looking at about, I think I cut that down to like 15 3/4 inches. So
yeah,
there we are.
Here we go.
Bad Axe, World Axe Throwing League.
Oh, yes, sweet. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. I meant to tell you, you're getting into the World Axe Throwing League axes now, so they're going to start sinking pretty daggone deep.
Yeah, they're going pretty deep.
Ooh, good throw. Good throw. I'm interested to see what he's going to say about the Bad Axe.
I feel my bacon coming out now. Berserker.
Yeah.
I love it.
What do you think?
Love it. This is my favorite one. If it ain't this one, it's the next one.
I said when I did the review on that thing, I said that for the money, budget-wise, that was probably the best World Axe Throwing League axe that you can buy budget-wise. Now, I have to do the Lieutenant. The Lieutenant axe. That one's on flash sale, guys. If you don't know, go to the World Axe Throwing League right now. The Lieutenant is on sale. I think it's like $40 or something like that. I haven't reviewed it yet. It's in the house right now.
Oh.
I've been waiting to get to it. That one's very cheap. This one right here is around like 60 or 70 bucks. But I told you, let me get a new handle on it, and I bet you will like it even more.
I like it a lot better.
How do you now? I shaped that handle.
We discussed.
No. I shaped that handle.
Yeah, but it was what was on it before?
Electrical tape.
But electrical tape is the
yes.
same.
But I took.
You said you didn't.
That right there is a World Axe Throwing League handle that I hafted on this one, but I cut it down and I reshaped the handle a little bit.
Okay.
So what do you think about it?
I like it.
Good.
Yeah, I like it.
What about you like that finish?
Yeah.
Finish is pretty cool,
It's
huh?
not real slick, but it's just enough. Yeah, it's perfect. I love this one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can design some pretty damn good throwing axes.
There you go.
If I put some time and effort into it, I can make some. I just go through axes so fast, guys, with my reviews. I don't put a lot of time and effort into them, designing them and you know, making the handles look cool because I'm reviewing them. But if I take the time and effort to put, you know, what I know into throwing axes, I can design some pretty cool stuff and some very, what do they call it, ergonomical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Feels really good in the hand.
It does.
And it really does, guys. You take a look at this here. My middle finger is barely touching my palm, which is exactly where I want my throwing axes to be at. I got this handle. This is probably one of the best handles that I've done in a while for a throwing axe. It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Let's go to the next
Next one.
I think this is one I like too.
I don't think you've thrown this one yet.
What is this one? The Corporal?
It is the Corporal.
Is it really?
It is the Corporal.
Wow.
This is the World Axe Throwing League Corporal. Now, I will tell you, before you throw this one, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, people had a real issue with my review on this one.
What do you mean?
I don't really check the thumbs downs on my videos. I just don't. I don't even go into YouTube Studio at all. Every blue moon, I'll go in there. And sometimes I'll go in there just to see what you guys think, because, you know, we got some silent people that don't say anything. They don't come in and say anything. They just give me a silent thumbs down, which is cool. Whatever.
Don't give me no thumbs down.
For some reason, people gave me a pretty good amount of thumbs downs. I mean, it wasn't way more thumbs up than thumbs downs. But this video on this axe right here got the most thumbs down of any video that I did. And I really don't understand why. This is the heaviest World Axe Throwing League axe that I've thrown. You know the fiberglass handle one you did, the kill shot?
Yeah.
This one's heavier than that one.
Okay.
Okay? However, the Kill Shot, which has the blue fiberglass handle, I said was good for a single rotation, okay at a double. I wouldn't go past that. You love the Kill Shot.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was really good.
Yeah, I liked it, yeah.
This one's heavier than that one. However, this one right here, I can throw for a triple rotation into the bullseye and be extremely repetitively accurate with
Wow.
it. It's great up close. It's great for double rotation. And for some reason, people had an issue with it. I don't know why. I'm not BSing you guys with this thing. It is extremely heavy, but it performs. So I want you to throw it, and I want you to tell me what you think about it. And if you guys don't know, when I hafted this thing, I put some
In a barrel.
some 9mm brass
Oh, okay.
casings in there at the top.
Cool.
So, all right. So
All right.
throw it and give your honest opinion. If you don't like it, say you don't like it.
Here we go.
It's heavy. It's the
Yeah,
heaviest
it
of all
feels
of
heavy.
them.
Oh, a little high.
And that's one thing, guys, I will say, is the heavier the axe gets, the easier it is to twist your wrist.
Yeah.
It really is.
And it could be why that's why it gets a negative thumbs down.
It could be. It totally could be.
It's a little.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a reason why you guys gave me a thumbs down. Maybe. Maybe I could be wrong.
It's a little heavy, but the damn thing hits like a bull.
It does.
Oh, I don't even want to pull that one out.
That one sunk pretty deep. And maybe that's why. You know, sometimes guys, like I say, I'm not tooting my own horn, but sometimes I've got so much time behind axes, so much time. You guys don't even know how long and how many hours and how many days and how many years I've got throwing axes.
Is this the handle that came on it?
No,
Okay.
I redid the handle. What do you think about that handle? It's shorter. It's shorter than the other one. I made it shorter because it's so heavy.
Okay, was the other one more rounded than this, or more? This
No.
No, it's the same.
No, it was about the same.
Okay.
Give your honest opinion. If you don't like it, say you don't like it.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
Which
I
can
mean, that's-
cause you to actually
rotate your wrist.
rotate your wrist as you throw it, because you get to the point where I guess when you get ready to throw it, it's hard to throw your wrist down, but you want to. It kind of like rotates your wrist.
And I haven't thrown that. You're the first one to throw that one on that new handle too.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown it yet either on that
I
one.
don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's a little heavier.
It
I
is
like
heavier.
the other one a wee bit better.
The Bad Axe, yeah, it's good. The Bad Axe is good. And you know, like I said, I give reviews and I give my opinion based on my experience and the way that the axe flies for me. That could be different than anybody else. And I think that, you know, not everybody, but a good majority of people, I probably have a little bit more experience throwing, time spent behind an axe and throwing for distance and all that. So when I come at you guys and say, hey, this axe is great, this axe isn't great, this axe flies well, like I always say, you guys could have a different experience than I do. I've just got a little bit more experience because this is something that I do repetitively for hours on end each day when I do reviews. That thing right there, whether it's too heavy for you, you don't like it, the way it flies, whatever the case may be, if you master your wrist, this thing right here, you can throw for distance, you can throw up close, and there's not very many throwing axes that I can say that are this heavy, that are this consistent and this accurate for a single, double, and triple rotation once you get good at throwing axes. And I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just my opinion. If you get good, this thing right here is a nasty monster.
I can imagine.
It
yeah.
is. And I'm not just saying that,
it
guys.
hits
It is
hard.
nasty. It's nasty. If you can control your wrist, which I need to do a video on, my series on how to throw an axe like a Viking, I have yet to make a video on wrist control. And I hope that video will help some of you so that way you can experience stuff like this. I think a lot of people don't get to experience throwing axes the way you should because they don't know exactly how to throw. And that's okay. That's why I do what I do and I make the videos I do, because if you guys knew how to throw or you picked up the way that I throw, you can throw axes like this and experience these things completely different than the way you may experience them now. So keep that in mind. But
Yeah,
the Corporal.
the Corporal, heavy, but hits like a bull. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. I could get used to it, just like any other thing. It just takes a while.
It's like a mix between a Green Beret and a Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is the mix between a Navy SEAL and a Green Beret?
A Corporal.
Oh,
Throwing axe from the World Axe League. We don't know anything about that stuff, do we?
I don't know. Is it when they gonna make the Gomer pile?
I don't know, Dave. What do you think? Gomer Pyle?
Gomer Pyle success. Odin would smash any army to bits.
All right, guys. We got one more.
What?
This is the wild card.
The double-handed
The double-handed
donkey punch.
This is exactly why I don't like making videos with you two.
It's a double-handed donkey punch.
What in the hell is a donkey punch?
So I'm giving my dad something he's never thrown before. A felling axe. It is the Hults Bruk Agdor Montreal pattern felling axe. And you're going to love it. Okay, so I was going to have him throw it with two hands. But he wants to throw it single-handed.
What do you think, Dave?
I think you should tell me what in the hell a donkey punch is first. Is that some American thing?
So here's what we're going to do. You can throw it single-handed, and then I'm going to teach you a really cool trick throw with a felling axe.
Okay.
Have I ever taught you how to throw an axe before?
No.
Have
Other
ever-
than where the stand and
Right. Have I ever told you how to throw
nope, not a trick.
not a trick throw with a felling
No.
axe? I'm going to teach him how to do it and get it on camera before we get out of here. So he's going to try single-handed, and then I'll get him to throw it double-handed, and then I'm going to teach him a trick throw really quick, and then we're going to get out of here. So let's do the Agdor felling axe by Hults Bruk. Actually, let me see, is it Hults Bruk or is it Hultefers? It's Hults Bruk. It's the same company.
Yeah.
You ain't fooling us, Hults Bruk.
Okay.
All right, single-handed.
Protect your children at all times.
That's right, 28-inch felling axe. Now, I will tell you, when you throw this thing single-handed, I've done a review on this thing, and I threw it single-handed. It's extremely easy to rotate your wrist. And I will tell you guys, with felling axes, with heavy heads like this, it doesn't take much to break the handle. But I will say that Hults Bruk does a great job of making some extremely tough hickory handles.
Watch me not even hit the target.
You might. Here's what I will suggest. You're going to feel like when you throw it single-handed
Yeah. To over-rotate.
that you're going to want to over-rotate it. Don't be afraid to release it a little earlier than you feel. Your brain's going to tell you to hold on to it longer.
Okay.
Don't.
I won't.
Let go of it a little bit earlier and you'll be
earlier
fine.
the better.
The earlier the better, because if you hang on to it too long, you're going to be hitting that tree.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Lefty-loosey. Let's do it.
All right.
You might want to back up just a hair more.
Yep. I might not even hit the target.
Aim high. Aim high. You hit the target.
I hit the target.
You hit the target. You hit the target. Throwing a 28-inch felling axe is not easy, especially single-handed. It's okay. It's okay. You hit the target.
I want to do it one more
Here's
time.
the thing. When you went to release it,
Uh-huh.
you were here, and then you,
I was
like this.
a little too high.
I would suggest going down to the knob.
Okay.
Don't choke up on it.
All right.
Try to get it as vertical as you can as possible.
Right.
And when you get here, release and follow through.
Okay,
It
gotcha.
will help with that felling axe. Don't, yeah.
All right, you ready?
You hit it. You
My
hit
wrist
the target.
My wrist is.
Your
turning.
your wrist is turning. The idea is to get this felling axe as straight as possible when you release it.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to the side, as you guys know, I come to the side when I throw my throwing axes because I just throw faster that way. you're not going to be able to do that with a felling axe because it's so heavy your wrist is going to roll. So here, axe is vertical.
Yep.
You're hitting bullseye. It's just not sticking.
Not straight.
It's just not straight. The bit is literally hitting like this. It's just instead of it going in, it's hitting like this, and it's just not sticking. But I will say you were hitting on the target where you need to hit.
My wrist,
Your wrist is just rotating, man.
It ain't strong enough to keep it.
And that's one thing that I will say when you throw for distance, your wrist is crucial. And that's one thing that I've always said in a lot of my videos when I'm throwing for distance and I'm throwing really hard, is that your wrist has a ton to do with throwing hard and throwing for distance. So, but you tried. I mean, you were hitting the target. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is going to be a side throw. And a side throw is like a baseball bat swing where you come with the felling axe, you come sideways, and you throw it just like this. All right, so baseball swing. You're going to take the felling axe, come to the side, throw it just like that.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Wrist control is crucial. You can't rotate your wrist at all. It's here and then release. So here, release.
Okay.
Here, release. And I will tell you, your right arm is going to drive the axe. Here. So
that's what's going to be throwing the rotation.
Correct. That's what's really putting the rotation. Your left hand is really just holding on to the axe handle. Your right handle is what's driving the axe to where you want it to go. So it's here. You're driving it with your right hand and releasing.
All right, Dave, hold on to your kiwis.
If you break a bottle, it's all good. We'll just create more.
I don't think I'm going to back for that. There you go.
Oh! You hit the target. You hit the target.
On the side of the hatchet, though.
Well, he tried, and we got him hitting the target, so that works. Or maybe we should just not put this part in.
I think you're right. I think we should just not put this part in.
Put it all in because I saw it all.
Dave said no.
That's not what I said.
So, all right. So, out of all the axes that you threw, which ones did you like?
I liked all of them, except I don't have a problem with any of them, actually.
You want to go?
I was going to say the last one because it's a little heavy, but I think that's just once you get used to it, I don't think it'd be a problem. I mean, I stuck it pretty good, so.
Which one was the last one? The Corporal?
The Corporal, yeah.
Corporal.
Yeah.
You really like the Honshu Corrido with the polypropylene handle.
Yeah.
And the...
I liked all of them.
Yeah.
I liked all of them.
I mean, there really wasn't any
The one I really liked was the...
World Axe League Bad Axe.
Yes, I really liked that one a
Yeah,
lot.
you really liked the Bad Axe.
I liked the Bad Axe.
That was one we kept laughing on in the last video. That was the axe that I said that I thought was probably the best bang for your buck for the World Axe League. Mm-hmm. It's very versatile. You can throw it for triple rotations, single rotations, doubles. It's very good for trick throws. It's a really good flying throwing axe. It really is. And once you get it put on another handle, I think it flies even better.
Do you remember how I was throwing it with the tape around it? Was I nailing it, or?
I mean, you were doing good.
Okay.
It was like it was more of a personal preference, if I remember.
Okay.
You said it was good, you liked
Right,
it, but you didn't pick it in your top 5. And I said that if I rehafted that Bad Axe on a new handle,
I'd like it.
that I think it would end up in your top 5.
Yeah, it did. It made it.
That's what I thought. So. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking around and enjoying our shenanigans. We've been doing a little bit of partaking and getting crazy. So, you know.
I've slurred a couple of words.
Yeah, well, we've slurred a lot of things and slurred targets, and we may have hit a few things like bottles and shields and everything else.
Neighborhood cat.
No, don't say that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
People hate us for that. There's no cats. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. No cats were harmed in the making of this video. Bert's still running around.
No animals.
I don't know where she's at. She's running around killing birds and stuff that she
Yeah.
does. Turd. Anyway, we're out of here.
See ya.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
See you later.
Come back and watch more.
Come back.
We love it.
We do.
Come back because we just want your support and we want you guys to watch it. Actually, when you go home at night, put my channel on and let it play all night. You don't even have to watch it.
That's right. Just so you can see me.
Yeah, and see me throwing axes with Dave because Dave's a crazy son of a bitch. Aren't
Yes,
you, Dave?
he is.
Look at you two. I am the least of anyone's worries.
I think Dave thinks that we should stop drinking. It's not our problem. You didn't partake, buddy.
No, because you only want some mead.
That's right. Maybe we should give him the Wrangler Tools koozie. Oh, that's right. It doesn't fit his bottle.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Do you
We're
have
out
to
of here.
force feed him? Because he ain't got no arms.
Sometimes he's a little bitch.
Bring your ass over here. I'll show you who the bitch is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's a nibbler. We call him the Keebler Nibbler Viking elf.
That lives underneath the tree. Lives in the tree.
Lives in a tree. Anyway, we're out of here.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I make this channel what it is. Do not forget that.